As of 2025, the actors from For a Few Dollars More, 1965, have faced a range of personal challenges, unexpected accidents, and tragic deaths, highlighting the often difficult and unpredictable paths that many of these film legends have walked. While the film itself cemented their place in cinematic history, their off-screen lives have been marked by struggles, hardships, and, for some, untimely deaths. From unexpected accidents to health battles, the cast of this iconic spaghetti western experienced much more than the action-packed roles they portrayed. Their stories, full of both triumph and tragedy, serve as poignant reminders of the unpredictable nature of life in the spotlight. In this video, we reflect on the hardships and tragic events that have shaped the lives of the For a Few Dollars More stars. Clint Eastwood, renowned for his iconic portrayal of Monko in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, not only became a symbol of Western cinema but also achieved remarkable success as both an actor and director. His performance as the cool, tough Monko laid a strong foundation for his career, helping him rise to international fame and leading to subsequent legendary works. Despite his professional success, Eastwood's personal life was marked by complexity. He was married twice, first to Maggie Johnson, with whom he had 2 children, and later to Dina Ruiz, though this marriage ended in 2014. Over the years, Eastwood had multiple romantic relationships and additional children, some of whom have pursued careers in the entertainment industry. Now at the age of 94, Eastwood remains a respected figure in Hollywood, despite experiencing some decline in health. With an estimated net worth of $375 million, including properties in Los Angeles and Carmel by the Sea, as well as other investments, Eastwood continues to live a quiet life, maintaining his legendary status within the film industry. John Maria Vaillant, celebrated for his powerful portrayal of the menacing El Indio in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, was one of Italy's most talented and distinguished actors. Renowned for his intense performances, Vaillant often portrayed characters with deep internal conflicts, reflecting the complexities of the human soul. Off-screen, however, his personal life was tumultuous. He married actress Maria Luisa Pino and had a son, but their marriage ended in divorce. Despite achieving career success, Vaillant struggled with emotional difficulties that deeply affected his personal life. His portrayal of El Indio, a character engulfed by internal chaos and turmoil, mirrored his own personal struggles. Vaillant tragically passed away from a heart attack on December 6, 1994, at the age of 61. At the time of his death, his estate, which included a house in Rome, was valued at approximately $1 million. Lee Van Cleef, famed for his portrayal of the cold and calculating Colonel Douglas Mortimer in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, solidified his status as a Western film icon. Known for his striking features and ability to play morally ambiguous, complex characters, Van Cleef became one of the genre's standout stars. However, his personal life was fraught with difficulties. He married Barbara Harter in 1959, with whom he had 3 children, but their marriage ended in divorce in 1979. Despite his professional accomplishments, Van Cleef struggled with personal issues and health problems. Although his career flourished in his later years, his personal life remained tumultuous. Tragically, he passed away unexpectedly from a heart attack on December 16, 1989, at the age of 64. At the time of his death, his estate was estimated at $2 million, including a house in Oxnard, California, and other personal assets. Luigi Pistilli, who gained recognition for his role as Groggy in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, was an Italian actor with a long career, primarily in supporting roles. While he was well known within Italian cinema, particularly in the spaghetti western genre, his personal life was marred by tragedy. His marriage to actress Clelia Montania, with whom he had 2 children, ultimately ended in divorce. Despite the recognition from his role as Groggy, Pistilli's career never reached its peak, and his financial situation was often strained. Personal tragedies, particularly the death of his sister, had a profound impact on him, making his life more difficult. Pistilli tragically took his own life on April 21, 1996, at the age of 66, leaving behind an estimated estate of $500,000, including a modest house in Milan and personal belongings. While his estate may have appreciated over time, the personal struggles and tragedies he endured remain an inseparable part of his legacy. Benito Stefanelli, who portrayed Luke Huey in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, was an Italian actor and stuntman known for his work in the spaghetti western genre. While not a major star, Stefanelli built a steady career and earned recognition in the industry, particularly for his role as Luke. However, his personal life was far from easy. Stefanelli married twice and had 3 children, but his relationships were often troubled. He maintained financial stability primarily through stunt work and fight coordination behind the scenes, contributing significantly to popular films. Though he never achieved international fame, he built a lasting reputation in Italian cinema. His life was also marked by tragedy, including the death of loved ones, but he remained dedicated to his craft. Benito Stefanelli passed away on December 18, 1999, at the age of 71 due to natural causes. At the time of his death, his estate was estimated to be around $1 million, a testament to a life deeply connected to his passion for film. Klaus Kinski, who played Juan Wilde, the Hunchback, in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, was a German actor known for his intense and sometimes erratic performances. His career, marked by famous collaborations with director Werner Herzog, was a series of highs and lows with memorable roles. However, Kinski's personal life was equally dramatic. He went through several marriages, most notably to actress Ghislaine Coleman, with whom he had a daughter, actress Nastasia Kinski. Kinski's relationships with family and colleagues were often strained, and he was notorious for his aggressive behavior, which alienated many in the industry. Despite his fame, his financial situation was unstable, and his net worth at the time of his death was estimated at $1 million. Although his portrayal of the Hunchback remains memorable, his personal demons overshadowed his professional accomplishments. Klaus Kinski passed away on November 23, 1991, at the age of 65, from a heart attack, ending a tumultuous and tragic life. Aldo Sambrel, who played the ruthless Cucillo in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, solidified his place in the spaghetti western genre with his striking performances. While his career thrived in this genre, his personal life was marked by turbulence. Sambrel experienced a failed marriage that ended in divorce after years of conflict and emotional tension, though he had no children from this union. His family life was often described as a source of sadness, with constant conflicts overshadowing his personal achievements. Nevertheless, Sambrel maintained a level of success in his career, but the negative impact of unstable relationships affected his personal life. When he passed away on July 10, 2010, at the age of 79 from a stroke, Sambrel left behind an estate valued at around $1 million, including his house in Alicante, Spain, and personal belongings. While his personal life was filled with challenges, his legacy remains etched in film, and his estate may have appreciated over time. Tomás Blanco, who portrayed the Sheriff Tucumcari in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, was an actor with a diverse career in both film and television. While he enjoyed many years of success, his personal life was not without difficulties. Although he had a long-lasting marriage, unhappiness and a strained relationship with his wife eventually led to separation, leaving a lasting impact on his family life. The couple had 2 children, and the issues in their marriage had a long-term effect on them. Though Blanco's estate at the time of his death was estimated at around $1 million, with a house in Madrid and personal assets, emotional struggles haunted his family. He passed away on July 16, 1990, at the age of 79 from natural causes. Nonetheless, his legacy continues to live on through his children. Though his real estate may have appreciated over time, Tomás Blanco's life stands as a reminder of the emotional toll that can come with pursuing success in one's career, as his family endured hardships similar to his own. Roberto Camardile, who played the ticket clerk at Tucumcari Station in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, had a steady career in the film industry with many roles in popular films. However, his personal life was deeply affected by tragedy. Although he married once, his marriage was unhappy and ended in divorce due to irreconcilable differences, leaving him without children. This created a void in his personal legacy. Though his estate was estimated at around $1 million at the time of his death, including a house in Zaragoza, Spain, and personal belongings, the Camardile family faced financial difficulties. His life ended on November 7, 1986, at the age of 68 from a bone disease. His estate is now valued much higher, standing as a testament to his contributions to film but also as a reminder of the battles he faced beyond the screen. Mario Menaconi, who played the train conductor in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, was an actor known for his supporting roles in spaghetti western films. While his career had many milestones, with memorable roles, Menaconi's personal life was filled with shadows. He faced the pain of a broken marriage, as his wife left him after years of emotional neglect. Despite having a son, their relationship was strained, leading to Menachoni's isolation. Even though his career was relatively successful, he struggled with depression, and these psychological issues had a significant impact on his health and life. At the time of his death on June 15, 1984, at the age of 71, his estate was estimated to be worth $1 million, including a modest house in Rome and personal belongings. Menachoni's death left a silent void, and his estate was divided among distant family members. Mario Brega, who played the intimidating Nino in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, was one of the iconic faces in the spaghetti western genre. His strong presence on screen left a lasting impression on audiences, but Brega's real life was full of upheavals. He went through a tumultuous marriage, which ended in a painful divorce, causing him emotional suffering. Although he had 2 children, the fracture in his family remained a bitter memory for him. At the time of his death, Brega's estate was estimated at around $1 million, including a house in Rome. However, personal issues such as alcohol addiction and dissatisfaction with life haunted him in his later years. Mario Brega passed away on July 23, 1994, at the age of 71 due to a heart attack. While his death largely went unnoticed by the public, his legacy lives on through his memorable roles, reflecting a life full of both promise and regret. Jose Canalejas, who played Chico, a member of Indio's gang in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, made a significant contribution to the film's impressive ensemble cast. Although Canalejas' career mainly consisted of supporting roles and never reached international stardom, he remained a steady presence in Spanish cinema. However, his personal life was filled with difficulties. Canalejas was married twice and had children, but he faced stress in his family relationships, with frequent financial instability affecting his family's life. Despite his long career, he was never widely recognized internationally. At the time of his death on May 1, 2015, at the age of 90, Canalejas' estate included a house in Madrid and several personal belongings, with a net worth estimated at around $1 million. It is believed that his estate has increased in value since his death. Despite the challenges he faced in life, his role in For a Few Dollars More remains one of the important marks in his career. Frank Branagh, who played Blackie in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, left behind a great legacy with his remarkable performances in Western films. However, his life off-screen was filled with challenges and pain. Despite being well known in the film industry, Branagh struggled with deep personal issues, including a broken marriage that ended in a bitter divorce. His relationship with his children was also strained, with no lasting bond formed due to emotional trauma in his career and personal struggles. Branagh's financial assets included a house in Madrid and personal property, valued at approximately $1 million at the time of his death. However, his wealth, which had increased over time, could not ease the loneliness and despair that followed him through his later years. Frank Branagh passed away on February 13, 2012, at the age of 77 from respiratory failure, marking the end of a troubled chapter in the life of a talented actor. His death serves as a reminder of the personal cost of fame and the weight of unresolved family instability. Rosemary Dexter, who played Mortimer's sister in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, though she had a small role in the film, played an important part in adding depth to the storyline. Dexter's career, though brief, was emotional and left a lasting impression in Italian cinema. However, her personal life was full of unfortunate events. Dexter's marriage to actor Stefano Sata Flores was strained, especially due to emotional distance and financial difficulties, which made it impossible for the relationship to last. Despite early success, Dexter faced personal failures that affected her mental health and stability. Though she had children, she still felt lonely, partly due to the fame that made her feel distant. Rosemary Dexter passed away on September 8, 2010, at the age of 66 after a long illness. At the time of her death, she left behind a house in Recanati, Italy, and an estimated net worth of $1.5 million. Her estate, believed to have appreciated over time, still reflects the bittersweet legacy of her career in cinema. Peter Lee Lawrence, who played Mortimer's brother-in-law in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, was a promising star in the Italian Western genre, with a rising career and bright prospects. However, his personal life was filled with tragedy and challenges. Lawrence was married and had children, but his relationships were not smooth, and the pressures of fame severely impacted his mental health. His financial situation was often unstable, and despite achieving certain career milestones, Lawrence struggled with instability both in his personal and professional life. His role in For a Few Dollars More was a pivotal moment in his career, but his life ended tragically from a brain tumor on April 20, 1974, at just 30 years old. At the time of his death, his estate included a house in Rome and personal belongings, valued at around $500,000. Since his passing, his estate may have appreciated in value, but the tragic nature of his life and early death left behind a legacy filled with regret for what could have been. Antonio Molino Rojo, who played Frisco, a member of Indio's gang in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, had a notable career in Spanish cinema. Though his role in this film was relatively small, it contributed significantly to the success of the ensemble cast. Rojo led a private life that was little known to the public. Though married with children, his personal life was not always smooth, with financial difficulties and family issues. Despite this, he remained a beloved actor in Spain and had a stable career. Rojo passed away on November 2, 2011, at the age of 85, from natural causes. At the time of his death, his estate was valued at approximately $1 million, including a house in Barcelona and several personal belongings. His estate may have appreciated over time due to his iconic roles in Spanish cinema, with For a Few Dollars More being one of his memorable contributions. His legacy lives on in the films that defined his career, though his final years were spent in quiet reflection. Jose Marco, who played Baby Red Kavanaugh in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, was a talented actor who appeared in many Italian films, particularly in the spaghetti western genre. Although his roles were primarily supporting characters, his performance in this film still stood out and left a mark in his career. However, Marco's personal life was not easy. Though married with children, he faced numerous challenges, from financial difficulties to strained family relationships. He also struggled with health problems later in life, which affected his ability to work. Although he never became a major star, Marco's contributions to the spaghetti western genre are still remembered. As of 2025, Jose Marco is still alive and is now 100 years old, a testament to his resilience in both his career and turbulent personal life. Mara Krupp, who played Mary, the beautiful wife of the hotel manager in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, left a lasting impression with her performance as a mysterious and tragic character. However, her life off-screen was not as glamorous as her on-screen persona. Throughout her career, Krupp faced many difficulties in her relationships and finances. She had a brief marriage that ended in divorce, leaving her to raise her children alone. Despite the personal challenges she faced, Krupp's role in For a Few Dollars More earned her significant recognition, though she eventually decided to quit acting. After retiring, Krupp lived in Italy, where she enjoyed a peaceful and simple life, surrounded by the memories of a once bustling career. At the time of her retirement, Krupp's net worth was estimated at around $1 million, including a house in Italy and personal belongings. Now at 89, her assets may have appreciated over time, reflecting her enduring presence in cinema, even though she has long stepped away from the spotlight. Panos Papadopoulos, who played Sancho Perez, a member of Indio's gang in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, had a steady career in European cinema. However, his personal life was marked by many ups and downs and hardships. Although Papadopoulos' marriage lasted, it was strained by infidelity and pressures from his fame. He and his wife had 2 children, but their family life was often affected by emotional withdrawal and financial instability. Papadopoulos struggled to balance his public image with his private life, which led to personal dissatisfaction and stress. Nonetheless, his role as Sancho Perez in For a Few Dollars More remains one of the significant highlights of his career. The 1970s saw his career continue to develop, although he never became a major star. Papadopoulos passed away on February 18, 2001, at the age of 80, from natural causes. His estate at the time of his death was estimated at around $1 million, including a house in Munich and personal belongings. His legacy lives on through his memorable roles in films. Sergio Mendizabal, who portrayed the Tucumcari bank manager in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, made a mark in the Italian Western genre with his calm and calculating performance. However, Mendizabal's personal life was filled with tragedy and challenges. His first marriage to a fellow actress ended in tension and divorce, after allegations of infidelity. Despite having 2 children, his relationship with them became distant, and emotional struggles left him feeling increasingly isolated and reclusive. While successful in his career, he never found the personal happiness he sought. Mendizabal lived his final years in quiet retirement, withdrawing from the spotlight and public life. He passed away in 2005, at the age of 85, from natural causes. His estate at the time of his death was estimated to be around $1 million, including a modest home in San Sebastian and personal belongings, which may have appreciated over time. His legacy lives on through his notable performances in films, but his personal life was a series of sorrows and losses. Joseph Egger, who played the old prophet in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, delivered an impressive performance that added an air of mystery to the classic film. However, Egger's personal life was marked by tragedy and sadness. His marriage ended in separation, and although he remained close to his children, his family life was often affected by long periods of loneliness. Egger also struggled with financial difficulties, never achieving the security he desired. Despite his well-regarded acting career, personal challenges led him to become reclusive and rarely appear in public. His role in For a Few Dollars More was one of his final performances before his health began to decline. Joseph Egger passed away on August 29, 1966, at the age of 77, from natural causes. At the time of his death, his estate, including a house in Glitz, Austria, and personal items, was valued at around $500,000. His legacy, though not dazzling, is remembered through his notable roles in his career. Fernando Di Leo, who played the cigar-smoking card player in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, left a significant mark on the Italian crime film genre. Although his acting career was successful, especially in crime films, Di Leo's personal life was riddled with chaos and tragedy. His marriage faced many difficulties, with anxieties and insecurities about abandonment, leading to a painful divorce. His daughter, though occasionally in contact with him, was often drawn into his emotional battles. While his role in For a Few Dollars More solidified his career, Di Leo could never escape the loneliness in his personal life. He passed away in 2003, at the age of 71, from natural causes, leaving an estate worth around $2 million, including a house in Rome. Though his wealth may have appreciated over time, Di Leo's life was overshadowed by unresolved emotional issues. Nazzareno Natale, who played Paco in For a Few Dollars More, 1965, established a solid reputation in Italian cinema, particularly in the spaghetti western genre. However, despite his role in the iconic film that cemented his place in the industry, Natale's personal life was fraught with challenges. His 20-year marriage, affected by infidelity and emotional neglect, ended in a bitter divorce, leaving him estranged from his children. His difficult relationship with his children and inability to maintain long-term connections caused him to live his later years in solitude. Despite this, his acting career allowed him to build a relatively stable financial life. At the time of his death in 2006, his estate was worth around $1 million, including a house in Aquero, Calabria. Although his wealth may have grown over time, Natale's life was marked by personal sorrow. He passed away at the age of 68 from natural causes. What is your favorite performance in For a Few Dollars More? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for our latest videos.